Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BSB TEC 203, Research Using the Internet. My name is Josh, and I am a trainer and assessor here at AWT, which is Australia-wide training. It's very nice to meet you all. So do you mind all just telling me your name? I mean, I can see it, but it'd be lovely to introduce yourselves.
Sure. Hi, I'm Tabitha.
Do you prefer Tab or Tabitha?
Either or is fine.
Cool.
Belinda?
Hi, Belinda. Do you like being called Belinda, or is Belle better for you?
No, Belinda's fine.
Okay, no worries. And last on the end there?
Luke.
We can't shorten that one, can we, Luke?
No.
No.
Rhymes with puke, though.
That's fantastic.
It's good. Yeah.
All right. So we'll get into a little bit of general housekeeping. Just so you'll know, this session is being recorded. That's for record keeping and compliance in line with AWT's policies and procedures. So if you do, is everyone okay with being recorded too?
Yeah. Is there a reason we need to be recorded?
Yeah, sure. So the reason for being recorded is to maintain the integrity of our training product and to also ensure the safety of each one of our learners. So as part of the housekeeping, I'm going to ask that you guys all do keep your webcams and your microphones on. The only time you could, I guess it'd be fine for you to turn them off, is if you did have to make an emergency call or if you needed to step. But I do ask that if you need to use your phones, for an emergency, please just step out of the virtual classroom or just shut off your camera and your mic. I've also noticed that all of you are using a screen blur at the moment, which is great, just so we're keeping, whatever's in the background private and confidential. When we go into the breakout rooms, I'm going to ask you guys to just show me your ID, just to verify your identity. That will be done just, one-on-one. I do need you to unblur the screen's background when you do that. That's just so that I can't see the ID, because it tends to blur the screen out when we do that. Does that answer your question, by the way, Tab?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
If there are any IT issues that I can't resolve, please just contact AWT support. You'll find the email is in your learner handbook, which you would have had emailed to you. But if you are stuck and don't want to have to go through the book, what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste that straight into the chat. Is everyone able to access the chat easy enough?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just put that in there now. There's the email address. So if you do have any issues, just shoot me an email there. If we do have any dramas with internet connection, I will give you guys a phone call. So I have every one of your phone numbers. I'll either send a call or text. So do have your phones on silent and do not disturb. But obviously, if there's a drop, just keep an eye on it. Alrighty. So yeah, AWT is committed to ensuring each learner has a fair opportunity to participate in and complete the training course, and that's why we keep our webcams on. It's audio and visual tools are used to ensure the training product is delivered in line with our policies and procedures. As you guys are all in your own home offices, we do need you just to make sure that you're following your workplace health and safety work from home policies and procedures. So whatever your company has designated you need to do with your workspace, that obviously needs to be adhered to. I will just make a point. It is important that we look after ourselves when we're working from home, even though it's not the physical workplace. It is still technically a workplace. So that's simple things like ensuring you've got ergonomic setup with your computer, you're not craning your neck, you're comfortable in your chair and it's supportive. Lighting levels are okay and it's comfortable for you as well. So if it's hot, get the ceiling fan or air conditioning happening, and if it's freezing cold, make sure you get yourself nice and warm. Is everyone okay with their current desk setup? Do you need to make any changes or adjustments?
No, I'm all good.
Cool. So you guys will hear me talk about synchronous and asynchronous activities. Synchronous means that we're going to be conducting an activity or a training session together. So what we're doing right now is synchronous. Asynchronous is when we leave the main virtual classroom and go into like breakout rooms, so individual rooms. And what that allows me to do...
Sorry, I just missed that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Asynchronous activities is when we are in a separate area. So I can assign you guys into breakout rooms and you can work on doing assessment or activities there individually. And then I, as the trainer, can come into those individual rooms and have a chat to you as well. We can also use that to address any issues in private. Alrighty? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the breakout rooms now. I do believe you have all been assigned. I'm just going to assign Tab to her breakout room. Righto, and I'll open those now. So I'll open those rooms. In about 10 seconds, you'll all go into those breakout rooms and we'll sort out the IDs. All right? Hi Belinda, how you going? Can I please see your ID? That's great, thanks very much. I'll jump into the next room and I'll bring you all back soon.
Thank you.
Hi Tab, how you doing?
Hey, how you going?
Not too bad. Can you please show me the ID?
Sure.
Oh, just come back a little bit.
Just come back a little bit.
That's perfect, thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
No worries. Thank you.
Hey Luke, how you going?
Yeah, good.
Mate, if you could show me the ID. Just come a little bit closer. Yep, that's good. Thanks very much. I'll just jump out of here and I'll bring you all back into the main room.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh. Is everyone back now?
Yep.
Everyone's back? Cool. Can everybody see me? Because I can't see me at the moment. I seem to have disappeared.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll just wait for the internet connection to catch up to that. That's fine. Let me just click on that, see if that's doing what it's meant to be doing. If you're ready, camera. There I am. Hello. Talking about workplace health and safety and ergonomics. I was actually getting a bit hot before, so I turned the fan on. Right, so we'll get into our training session. So this is session 1. This is called Conducting Research Using the Internet. So the learning objective for this session is understanding, or you will be able to understand how to use a search engine to find information on the internet. So pretty simple stuff, introduction stuff. So a couple of quick simple things, like we're going to go over who's using the internet, what it's used for, and where I guess we would use the internet, today in 2026. What are all of your experiences with using internet?
We use it every day.
Yeah, using it all the time. Yeah, and I suppose in the modern workplace, which we'll get into, is where we're going to use it the most, I suppose. Most workplaces basically can't function without it. So, yeah, just a reminder to the group too. We're just if you need to make any phone calls or need to use any mobile devices, just to step out of the classroom or just refrain from using them if we can, just so we're not disrupting everyone in the class. So we might use the internet at the workplace to communicate with others. So what we're using right now, Microsoft Teams, is an example of using the internet to communicate. It allows you to access online tools and software, again, Microsoft Teams. It allows us to back up and store our data, which is very important today because everything, especially size files now, file sizes now are so large, you need to have huge data centers to be able to back up and keep all that information. So that's another very important and very valid tool in the modern world. It allows us to undertake training and professional development, which ironically is what you're all doing tonight. I guess another thing is it allows us to access news and industry updates. So I guess an example of that for me as a trainer or assessor is I need to obviously maintain my teaching and vocational competency. So news and industry updates allows me to read through some of the things that are happening in my industry and allow me to then keep current with what's happening in that, and it goes towards keeping my license. Probably the most important thing, especially in the workplace, is it allows us to research and gather information. So I imagine a lot of you would do that as part of your job. Am I right?
Yep.
Cool. So is everybody familiar with what a browser is and a search engine is?
Can you explain it in more detail?
Yeah, sure. No worries at all. So an internet browser is an application. You can kind of consider it as like the vehicle that takes you to the internet. It's what you use to access and view websites. So all of these guys here are examples of browsers. So you've got Google Chrome, Safari, which is, I think, if everyone here got an iPhone.
Yeah.
So that's, most of us would be using that one by default on the iPhone. Mozilla Firefox, which is a bit less common now, but a lot of organizations still use it. Opera, which until doing the research on this product, I've never actually heard of. And Microsoft Edge. So that's the program, or that's the browser that my organization uses primarily. Now, a search engine is sort of within a browser. So it's a website or a service that helps you find information on the internet. You use the browser to access the search engine. So what sort of search engines are you using at work, Tab?
We mostly use Google.
No worries, yeah. Luke, what about yourself?
Google or Bing.
Yep. And Belinda? Google, yeah. So that's a pretty standard answer. In all the years of doing this particular course, I've always found that 99% of people say Google. Most people haven't heard of DuckDuckGo, which is funny because it's got this cute little logo of a duck. A lot of people do use Microsoft Bing, so because most people are using, like if you've got, especially larger government organizations that will by default use Microsoft 365, the browser would be Edge, and then it will automatically default to the search engine being Microsoft Bing. There's other browsers and search engines. Obviously, you've got Yahoo, Ecosia. The one there with the little photo of the lion is called Brave. That's actually like a private browser, so you can hide whatever it is that you're doing. So there's lots of different things out there you can use. So if you think of a search engine, it's sort of like a map or a guide that points you where you're going. Alrighty. So key functions of internet browsers. I'm sorry, has someone got something playing in the background? No? That's fine. Just hearing lots of noise. That's okay. So, key functions of internet browsers. We have search terms. So, can anyone tell me what a search term is?
Whatever you're searching.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, it's what you would, so if you open up Google, it's what you would put into the actual Google search. The search term is what the words that you're going to type in there. So they're all the phrase that you enter into the search engine. Voice or image search. So this is searching for visual content. So you can enter an image using keywords. You can use keywords to find an image, or you can reverse it and you can enter an image, and that will spit a heap of information back to you about that image. It can be very handy if you, I don't know, like as an example is you have an image of a celebrity, you want to find out who it is, and you can enter that straight into a image search and it will tell you who it is, hopefully. A trending and suggestion search. So when a browser displays what other people have been searching in relation to your search term, this is basically to assist the user with finding the target content. So you can see what's going on right there and then. The results page. So if you were to open Google, for example, if you opened a Google search, entered some search terms, it would bring up a big results page, and that would have a whole bunch of information on there. Not only that, it would show you a couple of different categories you could use, like images and videos and shopping and so on and so forth. Okay, that's what you'll find on the results page. Help functions is also another handy little thing. So pretty much every browser will have some form of help function, usually in the settings, or like if you use Google, for example, it's in the top right hand corner. You would open up a window up there and give you all the different settings, and then you can go into help. But if any of you needed help with using Google, what would you do?
Just
Exactly. You just Google it. It's nice and simple. So it's a lot simpler now than it used to be. So we're just going to jump into some breakout rooms, and we're going to do this asynchronous activity, which is finding different sources of information. So I'm going to give each one of you a topic via email, which I'm just going to send to all three of you now. So you should receive that in the next 20 seconds. I'll put you all in the breakout rooms. What you need to do is, using the search term that I provided you in the email, open Google and enter that search term. Choose a web page from 3 different results pages. So that might be something like images search, video search. You might be opening the shopping tab, videos. You might use AI mode. All I want you to do is very briefly summarize each result, copy and paste the URL into the activity handout, and then once that handout's all completed, I'll get you all to come back to the main classroom, and we'll have a bit of a chat about your findings. All right? So I'll just open this. Sorry? Yeah.
Didn't quite understand the 3 different result pages.
So
what do you mean by that?
When you'll open Google. I'll just do it now while I'm sort of saying it. Over here. So if I go into Google. So when you search, so we'll use social media as an example. If I type in social media into Google, it will give me an AI overview. At the very top, there'll be the option for images and videos and news and a few other tabs like stories and shopping. All I want you to do is describe what you see. So if we take the very first example from social media, it gives me an AI overview. You can even copy and paste what's written there. Social media refers to online platforms and applications, blah, blah, blah. So just want that little bit of information. Then the URL that you got it from. So you'd copy the URL at the very top of the browser, copy that into the document. Basically, it's just to show that you guys are able to find different sources of information. Now, this part of the training isn't actually accessible, but it does form part of our formative assessment, just to make sure that you guys are following along with what I'm doing. Does that make sense, Lee?
Yeah, certainly.
Cool.
Thank you.
No worries at all. So I'm just going to open all these breakout rooms. Apparently you're already in there. Just give me 2 seconds while we resolve this little technical difficulty. Hi Luke, just checking that you got that activity, mate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, just working on it now.
No worries. I'll just jump out of here and I'll leave you to it, mate.
Cool.
Oh. Tab doesn't seem to be in here. Hi Belinda, just checking that everything's all right. Hi, just checking everything's okay, Belinda?
Yeah, I'm just completing the activity.
Okay, no dramas.
No questions.
Cool. Just going to have to contact Tabitha. Hi Tab, did we lose you?
You did. I don't know what happened. When you put me in the breakout room, it just dropped out.
That's okay. I'll assign you straight into there now. Sorry about that.
Awesome. No worries. Thank you.
No worries. Actually, are you able to select the breakout room and join that Oh no, never mind. There you go. You're in there. Hi, Tab. Just want to make sure you're in the breakout room. Seems like
Yeah.
you're in here with yourself.
I am in here by myself.
No worries at all. Any issues? Just I see. Sure, you just shot me an email there, so that's all good. I'm glad we're able to resolve that one. But I'll leave
Yeah,
you to
no,
it.
that's fine. Thanks
Cool.
so much.
No worries. All right, I'm just checking with everyone. I think. Wait to see Luke. Hey Luke, how you going with it, mate?
Yeah, just having some dilemmas copying the third URL
Okay.
for some unknown reason, but almost done.
Okay, no worries at all. We did have an issue with one of our students. They got kicked out of the meeting. They've just come back into the breakout room, so we'll give you guys another probably another minute or two, or even a couple more minutes, just so everyone can have the opportunity to complete that activity, and then we'll be good to go.
No worries.
Cool. Thanks, mate. Hi, Belinda. Just checking in. Are you going okay with that activity?
Yeah, I'm just on to my second.
No worries. We did have a little issue with one of the students just got booted out of the session for some reason, so we can have a couple extra minutes just so everyone gets the same opportunity to finish the handout. Do you have any questions with that activity? No?
I'm all good.
Cool.
Thank you.
No worries. Hi, Tab. Just checking in. How'd you go?
Yep, got the email and I'm just doing it now.
Okay, no worries. So, do you reckon a couple of minutes should be alright for you to get that?
Yeah, maybe just like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, no worries at all. All right, I'll be back in touch soon.
No worries. Thank you.
Oh, why my camera keeps disappearing. Oh, there I am. And I'm gone again. That's going to be an internet connection issue, I think. Oh, and gone. That's right. When everyone comes back, they should be able to see me. I'll just check in with Luke one more time, I think. Where's Luke? Hey Luke, mate, just checking in. Are you right to go back to the main session now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So just hang tight for a minute. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about something too. I did notice the phone was getting used a little bit too in that first bit of training session. So it's no harsh critical or anything like that. I just wanted to just make you aware that obviously there's a few other students in the class, and we just don't want to disrupt anyone by unnecessary phone use. So if you do need to make a personal call, something important, mate, just by all means, just turn your camera and mic off and just step away, or just let me know as well. You know, obviously if there's anything going on, happy to help you out with that as well. But yeah, we're nearly finished as well.
Yep, no worries.
Thanks very much. Hi Belinda, how you going?
Hey,
Just checking in. Do you need much more time to complete that activity?
I've just sent it to you, so I'm done.
Oh, perfect. That's great. Thanks very much. I'll bring you back into the room in a second. Just going to wait on our last student, and then we'll be back soon.
Thank you.
Hi Tab.
Hey.
Are you right for us to bring you back to the main session?
Yeah, all good. Sorry, did I need to email this back to you
Yeah,
as well?
if you could, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Cheers. Bring everyone back now. So rooms close. That should bring everyone back to our main room. Any second now. got Linda, we've got Luke. We've got Tab. Everyone's back now. Oh, have we lost Tab again? Let's have a quick look. Yes, I do believe we have lost Tab again. That's all right. Hi Tab, we lost you again.
Ah, you lost me again.
It's okay, we've figured it out. No problems. So everyone's shot that email back to me. Luke, did you send that one back to me?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's all right. So there's no rush on sending those back. We're just it's just so I've got some sort of record for the formative assessment part of this course. So how did everybody go with that activity?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. No, that's good. So we're nearly at the end. We do have a couple of review questions. So do you guys remember what the difference between a search term and an image search is?
One is words, and the other is the actual photo.
Yeah, that's right. So search term is something you'll put into a like a Google search, like a search engine, and then an image search you put into a search engine as an image, or you return an image back the other way. So that, here we go. Yeah, words to use information in a browser or image search specifically looks for images or compares images that were uploaded by the user. So what are some key uses of the internet in the workplaces in your experience? So we'll just go through each one of you. So Tab, key uses for the internet in your workplace.
Mostly email and new client inquiries.
Yep, no worries.
Most of it, yeah.
Belinda?
Research.
Yep, no worries. And Luke?
Just like operating systems, software systems that are attached to the internet.
Yep, great. Yep. So communication, accessing online tools, like you just said, Luke, data storage and backup, training and professional development, and research, information gathering, and news and industries updates is another way we can use it too. So if you guys are struggling to find the right info, or you need assistance using a browser, what can you use within that browser?
The help function.
Exactly, help functions. And as we sort of discussed before, what if you needed help using Google, for example, what would you do?
Just Google it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. You would just go and Google it. Yeah. So what we'll do is, so we'll just recap the session. So in this session, we've had a bit of a chat about the internet in a general day-to-day life. We've obviously gone specifically into using the internet in the workplace. We've had a bit of a discussion about browsers, versus search engines. And we had a bit of a chat about key functions of search engines, and we had that asynchronous activity that we completed before. So just before we do close up and move on to what we're doing next in our next session, how did you all go with that activity, and what did you find from your topics? So I'll start with you, Luke. Just give me one example, mate. What did you find? What was your search term for the class?
Mine was safety, and I was surprised at the diversity of safety news articles on safety and what they were related to.
Yep, no worries. I imagine if you did look up into the news tab, you would have found a lot of information there, particularly as generally whenever somebody does have an injury or something goes pear-shaped, it does quite often make headline news pretty quickly, especially if it's bad enough. And it always relates back to safety. So, yeah, Belinda, what about yourself?
My search term was wellness.
Yeah. Was it well-being? Yep.
Very well-being. And the one that I found quite interesting was a news article in relation to well-being and how AI is now being explored to support well-being.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, it's actually amazing in 2026 how many people are using internet like AI tools like ChatGPT, and they're replacing, I guess, what someone would call like a modern day psychologist or a counselor with an AI chatbot. And yeah, it's very powerful tool, but it can also be controversial and not always accurate. But yeah, it's a very interesting topic, especially today. It's such a rapidly evolving area, and naturally something that we really rely on for all of that to work is the internet. So which is what this is all about. Tab, how did you go with that activity?
Good. My term was communication. Honestly, I was just surprised. I clicked into into shopping and just the number of books that are available about communication in the workplace.
Yep.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, it's funny actually. One of the other courses that I delivered with AWT is polite communication skills, and there's so much to the area of communication, and it quite often surprises people when you really break it down for them. So I'm glad that you got that experience too. So thank you everyone for doing that activity. Did everyone find that one all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So in our next session, so session 2 will be another 30-minute training session. We'll be going over planning a work task using the internet, recording results. So basically we'll be doing preparing a research briefing. So you guys will be doing that as a group together, and preparing a briefing, and then same thing, we'll come back to the classroom to discuss. Yeah, so is everyone okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. So that actually concludes session 1. Thank you everyone for participating tonight, and yeah, we'll get cracking on with the next session shortly.
No worries. Oh, before we go, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just having some trouble changing my online password. Is that something you can help me with, or do I need to speak to someone else about that?
No, so once you finish with the session, if you could shoot an email off to awtsupport@gmail.com, and that email is in the chat as well. All of that information you'll be able to find from them, and our IT department will be able to help you with that.
All right, thank you.
No worries at all. Is that everyone's okay for tonight? Great. All right. Well, thanks very much. I'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you.